diving into common sayings and the wisdom we're totally missing out on. So let's start with a big question. What if the advice you live by is, well, incomplete? You know, we inherit these little bits of wisdom, these broken sentences trimmed for our comfort. And that's where we get this idea of broken wisdom. Let's break it down. Okay, let's jump in and find out the full story behind some sayings you definitely know. All right, you've heard this one a million times, right? But is that the whole deal? Turns out the full saying is actually a warning, though fools seldom differ. So it's not about just agreeing. Real intelligence actually makes room for disagreement. Here's another big one, usually thrown around to knock the idea of having money. But check this out. The original makes a super important distinction. It's not the money. It's the love of money. The problem isn't wealth, it's obsession. Oh, and this one, it's basically the go-to for telling people to stop asking questions. But wait, the forgotten second half totally flips it into an encouragement. So it's actually about choosing to really live, not just survive by playing it safe. An eye for an eye. We all know this one. It's the classic justification for revenge, right? Well, get this. Its original legal intent was the exact opposite. It was meant to be a limit on revenge, not a command to get it. So what's the big deal? What's the real cost of living by these broken pieces of advice? Turns out, living by these half-truths can be totally exhausting. Why is that? Well, one thought is that we're tired because we're living on half meanings. Yeah, when we trim the truth to make it comfortable, it just loses its power. Which brings us to a pretty simple idea, a call to wholeness. Real vitality doesn't come from something new, it comes from seeing the whole picture. So here's a little challenge. Seek the complete sentences. Look for that missing half. Because when you reclaim a life from fragments, well, that's when it really comes alive.